Synergize. Synergize has to do with utilizing what you do in digital marketing in many ways. So once you have published something in your website, you may want to tweet it, and you may want to do LinkedIn, and you may want to do Facebook, and you want to encourage a discussion, maybe take a picture of it, put it in Pinterest or whatever, something like that. What's nice about digital marketing today is that the same energy that you invest in the original content can take you to many places. You just have to be aware of where are the things and what do they do with them. Perhaps the most important tool for me personally is a small tool called HootSuite. Now, HootSuite is a wonderful professional tool, costs $9.95 a month. And what it does, it allows you to post the same item to LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter at the same time. So you don't have to go all of them. It also allows you to pick up information from the web and turn it into action. It's a very sophisticated tool. Now, I have been using this tool for a year now. It's really very effective, saves time. Initially, I started to posting here and then posting in Facebook, but it takes time and energy. So I quickly identified this. What's interesting about this is that this tool used to be called Ping. And it simply died after 2 years. It was a very nice tool, but it ended up. Luckily, HootSuite bought them, bought their data, and suddenly I got an invitation from them to join in. They gave me 3 months free, and of course, I got hooked, and I'm paying them. So that's the example. Last but not least, new tools, new views. That's his sharpening the saw. Sharpening the saw. So here's an example. Small tool. It's called Outbrain. People here familiar with Outbrain? Anybody? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, the Israeli guys. It's an Israeli company. They're considering now going public at a valuation of $1 billion. What do they do? It's amazing. Essentially, what do? They read your site, analytically and semantically decipher the content, and enable your readers to read more parts of your site. So, for example, if you have a blog or a site, at the end of the item, you'll see these 4 cubes of suggested content. What's nice about that is that after certain configuration, you can collaborate with them and actually have them bring in content from other IVF-related sites, which means the content that your user gets is now far beyond what you have given them. There's a little price because they may leave your site and read, but it's a price you may be willing to pay. Why? Because the other sites will also get content from your site. So this is what these people are doing. They are connecting content which is of equivalent value over the net. Now this is the kind of things that you suddenly hear about. Now you have to make a decision whether you want to go to it or not. You have to evaluate the tool. You have to does it make sense to use it, how much energy you need to do it, etc. You have to understand that things break. Things break. Here's my own site. I had Yesha at Facebook. I looked at it. It was a year ago, 0. Something, I don't know, the connection, the API, whatever. You have to continuously test it. You have to continuously measure it, and you have to fix it. It will happen. Again, not something you did it once and you fixed it. Almost the end, I want to conclude with specific tips. Very specific. Basic level. Anybody here works with China? Milton, only you, right? Oh, very good. That little bit. So in the Western world, it's absolutely a must in the modern age for every business. And when I say that, I mean it's a must to have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. How many people have Facebook? It's unbelievable, because last time, Zev, I asked the same question, and there were few people. It's in a matter of a year. How many people here have LinkedIn, connected to LinkedIn? Great. Twitter, how many people? Great. What's the matter with this side over here? It's like these are just, they're beating you. How many people have YouTube accounts? Very good. So this is the basic. If you're working with China, they have their own shticks. It's like completely different names, but they have exactly the same tools. Fine. Good. Now some cool tools that I want you to examine and come back to me next year telling me how you're doing. HootSuite, number one, we talked about it. A small tool to allow you to multiple publish your content. MailChimp. And how many people here use MailChimp? Great, great, great. Small tool, free, up to 2,000 names, free, where you can manage your emails to your audience. Unbelievable. And when I say manage the email, for every email that you send, you can get afterwards whether they opened it, whether they clicked on it, and on what click they clicked on it. Absolutely free. Eventbrite or Meetup, how many people here use either of them? Excellent. So these are specific tools to organize events. Even small events, 20 people, 30 people, once a month. You can do this through this tool. Google Analytics is a must. I think Google Analytics should be in the first list because you're so advanced, right? So it needs to be in the first list. And then absolutely, if you're not using a website, use something as simple as Blogger or WordPress because it's absolutely free and allows you to already jumpstart. So these are the small tips. And I want to end up with my message to you. Get a unique voice. Get a unique voice. What is specific about your clinic? Because if you are a commodity, not a good thing to do. You will not be able to charge prices. You will be ramped out by people with an agenda and a story. You need to have something that is unique. Find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. Once you have a unique voice, once you have something to say, then you can be effective about it. Right? Because you need to be effective about something. You cannot be effective in general. You need to be effective toward the goal. People often forget that. There's no point in just being effective. You need to be effective towards something. And I'm sure, as you're all here, you need to be effective about your marketing. Thank you very much.